Hi guys, this is Jackie from techjackie.com and welcome to the video on SEO. First of all, if you're brand to this channel, make sure you press the subscribe button down below so when I release a new SEO video like this, you get notified. In today's SEO case studies, I'll go through with you my recent clients where he runs a local gold shop here and has saw a 383% increase in organic traffic. As you can see here, this is the case studies. I'll leave the link in the description comparing the last previous 6 months to last 6 months. So from 1.88k to 9.08k in terms of traffic. As you can see, this is the search console screenshot captured a couple of days ago, and this is the live screenshot. This is a live search console here, as you can see, and it's in the past 12 months. You can see this the website traffic has been growing nicely, surviving all the major Google updates. And in this video, I'll go through with you what I've done and the project background, all that. So without further ado, let's get started. So, and also this is a Google My Business Google Business Profile screenshot as well. As you can see, 75% increase in the total engagement on the profile. So the project background here. First, the client runs a local shop here in the province in Thailand. So he runs a local gold shop where he approached me for a web design monthly SEO service. His initial goal was to rank in the top 3 for the keyword plus location in his area, and also after that his goal was to build some brand awareness about the shop nationally throughout the country. So it started off as a simple local project, but then over time after that he also wanted to build some brand awareness to generate national traffic, to basically attract people all over the country as well. So there were 2 challenges associated with the project. First, it was a starting from scratch project. So even though it was a local project with less competition here, but since it's a new website, it still required time to see results. And also some of the keywords were difficult, like some of the nationwide keyword due to presence of some authority websites. So overall, this is not a too competitive project, but nevertheless there were some competitions in some of the national areas, and also our goal was to rank in the top 3, so that starting from scratch, so that also made it a bit challenging as well. So here's the campaign of how I approach things. First, website design technical optimization. First step was obviously to build up the website from scratch, make sure that it is a user-friendly, technically sound website. And since it's a simple service-based website, there wasn't really a lot of technical optimization that needs to be done, because I use WordPress. So with WordPress, it already comes with SEO friendly technical setup out of the box. So nothing much in technical SEO. Just to give you some background, the site structure here. So let's say this is the home page, and then there were a bunch of other pages. So the home page, the main target was to rank in for the keyword plus. So actually the home page was the keyword plus province or state keyword, right? So the home page talks about the whole state, and then there are 2 landing pages. So essentially the client has 2 branches, so there would be 2 service area pages. So the first service area page and the second service area page. So this one would target location 1, this one would target location 2, and this is the state or the province here, right? So this is the home page, and these are the 2 service location pages. And then we have a blog page here, so there were a couple of blogs published. And then this is the service pages, so there would be a bunch of service under this. And this is the about us page, and you can add like a contact us page as well. So nothing complicated. As you can see, home page is about the state or the province or the brand in general, the brand of the website. And then there were 2 service area pages for 2 service keywords, and then a bunch of services and some blogs. So very simple, nothing complicated. Next step was obviously the on-page optimization. So I did a lot of things. So the first thing was like a heading tags optimization. Obviously, all the heading tags needed to be optimized. So H1, H2, and H3. To optimize these tags, you can use traditional ways of optimization, like how you write H1, how you write H2s, and also the title tags and all that. But in my how I do it, I do it a little bit different. Like, I don't just add in keyword and make sure that it's clickbait or click worthy, but there are specific formulas of how you should write your title or your H1 and all that, which I'm not going to go into detail in this video. But the idea here is how do you optimize them actually is a lot different than what many SEOs tell you to do. Like, you can just use normal optimization by adding the keywords and all that, but the thing here is they're much more beyond that, just that. Like, you have your main keyword on the left hand side, so that's obviously the starting point, but then you would have a bunch of other semantic keywords in combination of it as well. So there would be a bunch of other words or keywords that are relevant and that have some weight, some importance related to this. So we're not just adding random words to the title or to the H1, but we're adding different words that are designed or that have equal weight or importance to the main keyword, which again, to find these keywords, you need a specific tools, which it's a tool that I created myself to help you find this. But you can just go with simple optimization as well. It's not a big deal here. And then next, we also did keyword research, content optimization, and content creation. So I also, obviously, we need, when I built out the website, initially it was just a 5-page website, but then I also started doing keyword research to build off some of these service pages and to write some of these blogs, because we need to expand the blog section and we also need to expand the service section just to build up the overall topical relevance of the website, right? So that's the essentially a simple stuff here. And then I also have done the sentence level optimization using semantically relevant words. Now, when it comes to each page content optimization, so let's say you have a page, different page. So beside optimizing for H1 title, H2, and H3, the body of the content, I also make sure to add all these semantically relevant words as well, which I just mentioned right here. So every sentence, I don't just look at the content overall, but I look at each and every sentence, right? So every detail, every little detail counts here. So the first thing, I make sure that the sentence properly optimized using the semantic keywords. And then I also make sure that the sentence are written in a very easy to understand language, because you have to understand that search engines like Google more or less, work just like a 5 years old kid. It doesn't understand complicated language. So when you write your content, you need to make sure that the content is in a simple, easy to understand language, nothing complicated. The sentence structure should be very easy to digest. This will help also with when users read your content, right? You're not writing any gibberish or a difficult to understand sentence. And apart from that, like I said, I also added these semantic keywords, which again, you have to use the tools for this, which is obviously my own private tools. I don't share it publicly, but I do share with my SEO coaching clients or every project that I work with. But apart from that, you can also use on-page SEO tools such as Surfer SEO or Phrase.io to do the process well. It's more or less similar here. It's not the same, but it's very similar. And then next up, I also look at the keyword count and variation optimization. So making sure that I have the right frequency of each keyword on the page. So for example, the word gold here, I make sure to check the competitor's average. So let's say each of these words, right? I also need to make sure to check the competitor's average to see how many times I should use the word gold, how many times I should use the word jewelry, etc., etc. You can again use Surfer SEO for this or any on-page SEO tools available in the market. But I like to do it more manually, which again, it depends on the style of how you want to optimize things. Manual or using tools work pretty much the same thing. Next up, I also did some design refinement connection. So what I mean by this here is, so let's say this is your page. This is your page here. on each of your page, it is divided into multiple sections, right? Multiple subtopics. So what I do here is, what I mean by design refinement connection here is, every section on the page must be connected to each other in a very natural flow, which means that I will not try to have any unnecessary elements in between of each section, like the animations, the icons, and all that. I make sure that each and every topic connects to the one another in a very logical manner. Like when I finish off this topic, there's a logical flow in terms of the content and the context, from this area to this area, and then from this area and then to this area, without any unnecessary gibberish things in between. So any unnecessary topics, any unnecessary words, any unnecessary elements on the page, just try to remove them, right? Because we don't want to give, we basically want to give only the meat, what is the most important thing, and how things are connected to Google. We don't want to give any extra, not unnecessary, or not non-important things to Google. Like, so essentially try to make your web page as simple as possible, but also, you know but also keep in mind the logical flow here, because sometimes I see people write content and then they would try to add like too many subtopics, for example, and something like that. So the design of the page also should be simple enough. You should not try to make it too extravaganza and all that. Just keep it simple, keep everything very logical, and that will make Google understands your content even better. And lastly, internal linking. So I also make sure that all the pages are internally linked. So like, let's say we have a bunch of pages here, right? Let's say these are the service pages, then we have some blogs. So in the blogs, I would also internally link to some of these service pages in a very, like, I would use keyword anchor text. So let's say this service is like gold buying. I would use the keyword like gold buying and then buy gold here and something like that. When I do internal link, I don't use the same exact anchor text over and over again. I always make sure to use distinct anchor text, unique anchor text, right? But still, they are more or less very relevant to the page. They're keyword rich, but again, very relevant, and they're all unique, right? Don't try to repeat anchor text. So, and also you don't have to link to from every page on your website. You just have to see what page makes sense, right? Just see in terms of the context how each of these pages are, is relevant to what you want to link for. And then obviously the Google Business Profile, since it's a local project, the goal was also to rank in the top 3 of the map pack. So I did some basic GBP optimizations, like making sure that the about section is all filled up, all the details are filled up. I added new photos regularly and all that. So all the basic Google Business Profile on page optimization, you can call it. And then next off page optimization. Off page optimization, after the on page was complete, first thing in the off page was I asked the client to build some brand. Branding is huge in SEO, especially in 2025 and moving forward. We know that user engagement is a powerful signal. I have a lot of case studies on my website, on my YouTube channel, talking about user engagement and all that. You can check them out. But the goal here is you want to have engagement to your website. You need traffic, you need clicks, right? You need social media engagement and all that. So the first step was I asked the client to build some brand, making sure that he runs some Google ads, some social media marketing campaigns and all that, just to get some ball rolling, just to get traffic, get engagement to his website. Once we've got enough engagement, we start seeing website ranking even better in the search results. And when we couple brand building, means after the clients start getting some traction and after website starts growing, I also move to link building, right? So that's the perfect time. Like Google starts seeing the website getting all this traffic and engagement, and when you add link building on top of the campaign, that skyrocket things even more. So when it comes to link building, I'm making sure to build only high quality links, just to a few pages, not all the pages, but to a few main pages on the website. When it comes to backlinks, I mainly use two things. One is PBN, so private block network. So these are websites privately owned by someone. Mostly I buy them from the marketplace, but you can also build a bunch of website yourself and a link to your main website as well. I'm not going to go into detail of the PBN here, but PBN is a pretty old tactics and still works really well if you know how to use them properly. But the thing here is, you have to also know how to buy them. You can't just buy randomly. But again, not going to go into detail here. If you want, I can make a separate video on PBN, or maybe I think I have it on my channel. You can check them out. But the idea is, I used some of these PBNs to some of the pages on the website, and I also use some guest posts here. Just a few of these guest posts. And then when I use these backlinks combined with branding campaigns, I instantly see the website taking off even more, right? And then I coupled with the branding and link building, I also added viral traffic campaigns on top, as a cherry on the top. So what I mean by viral traffic campaigns here, so throughout the month of working on the website, I also schedule some of these viral traffic. Viral traffic means, so like you've got a bunch of website here, let's say you got a bunch of pages on your website, and I have my own tools and my own way of sending traffic at a higher quantity in a short amount of time. So like a quick burst of traffic, creating this, mimicking the viralness of the website. So it's essentially showing to Google that in a short amount of time, there's a huge influx of traffic going to the website. And this in turn helps skyrocket the ranking even more. Now this viral traffic strategy is a very unique strategy. It's the thing that I've been doing in the past 3 years, and it works like crazy. Like you can basically just see the results within 24 hours after you send this traffic. Like the ranking would just shot up. Let's say you were on page 2, you would even go to page 1 within 24 hours and all that. This helps speed up the ranking and amplify every other things that have been done. So with proper brand building combined with some of the good backlinks built and viral traffic, the traffic quickly skyrocketed for the website. Again, if you want to learn more about viral traffic or check out my service, I'll leave a link in the description. You can go and check it out. Starting at just $20 per link per boost, you can instantly get your ranking from page 2 to page 1, or page 3 to page 1, or page 3 to page 2 within 24 hours or less. Right? So make sure to check it out if you're interested. And lastly, review generations. For a Google Business Profile, the most important ranking factor is reviews, right? So obviously, engagement is also part of that. Like, and when it comes to Google My Business Profile, Google Business Profile, right? So when it comes to Google Business Profile, the most important thing is always reviews, and then you have like engagement and all that. So engagement means like clicks, driving directions, right? Driving direction, etc. So I asked the client to get as many reviews as possible, right? So the client, as soon as he started brand building campaigns, he also started adding more and more reviews from his customers, giving some discounts and all that. So in a very short amount of time, we were able to generate lots of new reviews, which showing to Google that this business is, has quickly become more important. Like in 1 month, we were able to generate, like, I would say 30 to 40 new reviews, which made the ranking of the Google Business Profile skyrocketed even faster. And with the brand building campaign that he was running alongside on the website, it also helped translate into the engagement on the Google Business Profile as well. So when people start seeing his website more and more on social media, on Google Ads, they also start searching for his business brand name more and more, click on his Google Business Profile, view his reviews. So with brand building, we also got this engagement to the Google Business Profile as well. So all of this all combined within a short amount of time. You can see the website basically start off from nothing, zero, and quickly shoot up in the ranking. Within the first 2 or 3 months, we already achieved what we wanted, that is to rank in the local area. And then after that, it was just about publishing more content to generate brand awareness and to rank for more national keywords. At this point, the website has already basically dominated every area nearby of his that he wanted, and we already generated lots of brand awareness across the country. So it's not just, it started off as a simple local project, but soon it has become quite a recognizable shop countrywide, right? So that's the power of SEO essentially. And if you do the right thing, you'll be able to generate enough awareness and traction. So that's all for it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and thank you for watching. See you in the next video.